lifestyle that
the
they think is
lifestyle.
associated with it.
They
Yeah.
said drugs. A whole lot of artists have died. They feel like, you know, artists just die because of the influence and all that. I'm like, over time, that whole like, you know, stereotype and mindset has changed.
Yeah.
And it's due to like some of the success they've seen, you know. Because before, when I was saying, oh, I want to do music, they weren't seeing no music videos. They weren't seeing no professionally mixed songs. They weren't seeing people supporting my, like, going above and beyond to like grown ass adults doing like above and beyond to support my shit. It's like it gets real to them. They're not seeing like show money. They weren't seeing all that stuff at that time. But then when they start seeing all this stuff gradually, my dad is, you know, my dad now tells me, okay, just be safe, okay, just make sure that you're not doing drugs. As long as
I think it was after the show when I was talking. Like, I would say African parents, I think most parents, the moment they see that you're making something out of it, it doesn't matter what it is. They're like, okay,
as long as you're safe and you're staying out of trouble.
But I think, you know what, I think that's the biggest, I think that's a big thing with most parents, like even Caribbean parents, right? Like, the thing is like, they want you to have a better life than they had, right? And you have to understand too, something that I realized like a lot later in life is that like recently, is that, bro, when your parents had you, they were young, bro. Like they were still young, you know what I'm saying? Like they were still kids, bro. So like they were still thinking and understanding themselves. Understanding themselves. So now as they get older, they see like, they can see things differently, you know? They're like, yo, okay.
That's why they're trying to be hard on you.
Exactly. Right, that's what they're trying to, because they want you to be safe, but they don't want you to make the same mistakes that they made, right? And that's something that I'm noticing more now. But as you get older and they see you like really pushing yourself into your passion, they're like, oh, okay, like this is something that he's really passionate about and he's actually excelling at it. Yo, okay, let them be. It's like a respect thing almost. It's like, bro, if you're not doing nothing for them to respect, they're not gonna respect you, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you're like bumming around, like, bro, they're not gonna respect you. If you're doing something that they actually see you passionate and doing it, they'll be like, okay, okay.
Real stuff.
It's not just
African. The head.
Yo, my hair, bro. I went through trust me, I went through different phases with my parents, bro. Because I didn't really get my ears pierced, my hair, everything all that at once. It was like a gradual process. I first pierced my ears, and my mom was like, okay, what's going on here? You know? And she's like, why would you do that? She's like, she's like, is there a way for you to take it out so you can close? I'm like, Mom, the hole is already there, you know? So then she tells my dad freaks out. And then after a while, it calmed down. And then I start growing my hair out, you know? And it's like, they're like, oh, this hair, when are you going to cut it? I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, and then it goes to something else. And they're like, and they see, oh my God. They're like,
did they see the tattoo too?
Oh, when they seen it, my mom seen the tattoo, she's like, oh my Jesus.
Oh, it's over.
She's like, my son is over.
It's over. It's oh, trust me.
She's like, can you remove it?
Oh.
I'm like, Mommy, I don't know about that.
Bro, trust
crazy,
me.
bro. It's
Trust
like,
me.
But I think it's just they care for it, but sometimes bro, it's the stereotypes.
Yeah.
This guy.
In Nigeria, I probably can't get a job like this, looking like this, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Anywhere,
Bro,
I probably.
just someone on the road.
If they won't see me on the road, they might think I'm a Yahoo boy, like I do like internet fraud or something.
Bro, for real, man.
You know.
I don't blame them because of like they being like, bro, in this place, bro, the head doesn't really matter that much. I mean, some companies that might be picking but it doesn't matter that much. Back home, bro, just the cops alone is a trouble.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they think.
There was a time I also had like braid up, bro. I remember I was out camping. My mom saw it. My mom was like, she saw the, so I was trying different styles. So she saw the bad one. She didn't see the good one. So I sent her a picture. I was like, yo, look at this. That one so like, yo, tell me it doesn't look sexy. I was like, yo, my mom was like, tell me it doesn't look good. She was like, yeah, that looks good. So my dad called me, bro. This man was preaching for me, man.
Oh my God.
I was like, my son, remember I just don't know who you are. Like, what are you carrying? I was like, bro.
Oh, they always tell you that. That statement.
I didn't want to argue with him. I just kind of said, what am I going to do? And I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I sent a full paragraph message. I was like, if America comes back to Nigeria, I'll take it off. That was the deal I had with him. But while I'm here, like, it's not a problem. Like, realistically, it's not a problem. And after that, my mom was like, you know what? I trust you. Do what you think is right, but just make sure when you come back home,
chop it off.
But man, that's
Bro, honestly, I don't even know, man. My mom told me the same thing. When you come back home, like, you're not gonna carry that hair like looking like this in my house. I'm like, okay, I'll get a hotel. I mean, it's still love. I'll still come chill. I'll still come through and show love and bring you guys new stuff.
No food, no nothing. You're gonna have to buy all the food, everything, dog.
I know, bro. Nah, but mother's love, she always get you that.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
She just wake up. She just opened the house one day and just see me in my room. You know?
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
How did you get in? It's my room.
It's my room. I know the ways.
So I have a question for you. How did you because I know what it is, like traveling from a different country and then coming here and then trying to like explore and see, like, bro, because you said you left back home. So when you moved there, were you staying on your own or you still?
No, I was staying my cousin.
Okay, how long? How many years?
Like 2.5 years.
2.5 years. So your program was a 4-year program, I guess.
It was a 2-year program, but because of like just life struggles and everything, it took longer than that.
Okay, so after coming here and after staying with them and moving out on your own, how was the experience like?
Oh man, jeez, I went all out, bro. I was different. It's like I went from being this very introverted. I went from being this very introverted person that was like scared of taking risk, scared of like, you know, even opening up to people and stuff, to being very, very social, very business minded, very goal oriented, very disciplined, and very kind of like experimental. You know, at that point when I left the Spruce Grove and started living by myself, it was where I was like, okay, you know what? I'm by myself now. I can do this. I can probably, you know, get a little space, invite people over, do a little show, perform for them. I can start a studio, you know, have people over that make music, record. We can do something together, you know, drop an album. I could have like, you know, my friends come over. We could have a little gig or like do like a music video or whatever. Like just do something that, you know, that kind of like pursues the goal, you know? And it just gave me more kind of like freedom too, like around the city to network, you know, because when I was in Spruce Grove, I wasn't driving. I would just commute with the bus, and the bus would take an hour to get to the city or get anywhere, bro. That shit was so inconvenient, and you had to wake up really early too, because the last bus left at like 7:05 a.m. in the morning. Damn. So if you were leaving, no matter what time you had to be in the city, you have to leave before 7:05 a.m. Even if you had to be like in Edmonton, like at like 11 a.m., you had to leave at before 7:05.
Jeez.
So it was a struggle. So I used to do that for like many years. And then just got to the point where I was like, okay, I got to move. I got to find different things for myself. I got to be closer to what I want for myself, you know? I have to network. I couldn't network nothing in Spruce Grove because like it's like a village, very small, so far, like, you know? So I came here, I met other people. Bro, my first month of living in Edmonton, I probably touched down like 8 studios. Like touchdown, I meant like got in the studio, brought my computer, had like 2, 3, 4 sessions with the engineer working there, and like, you know, like built kind of like a bond with them and just, you know, shared material with them. Chasing like the first month. So it was just like consistent, like following up with them.
A question I have for you is how do you set those goals? Like, how do you know kind of like what you want to pursue and set those goals? Be like, yo, hey, I'm gonna work on this. I'm taking the right steps towards this. Like, how do you kind of create that, especially for people out there who are trying to do the same thing or who are trying to not even do the same thing, but even do their own thing? How do they kind of create? What advice would you give them to help create their own goals and stuff like that?
Well, I kind of like assess myself, you know. First, look at what the resources I have, what I've been able to do with the resources in the past. What my intentions are in terms of like create, like, for example, if I want to make a song about freedom, you know, I'm gonna think about, okay, have I made a song like similar to this before? Have I had the right resources to get? Have I had the right resources to get the actual quality that I want or that I intend? And did it actually get to that level of perfection, like perfection that I wanted? And if it didn't, I'm going to think to myself, okay, what did I do wrong, or what could have possibly made it not reach this level of perfection in the past? And there's like songs in the past that I've done like where I had really high hopes for the song, you know, really high hopes, because I spent like a lot of money on it, a lot of time on it, and I just wasn't working with the right producers who understood my my sound, my vision, you know. And because of that, I was forced to release the song or release the project because I already spent a lot of money and time on it, and there's people that's already waiting for the outcome of it because they're involved in the whole process, you know. So it's like I think about all those stuff, and I think about what possibly made this project or this particular piece not to reach the level I wanted it to. And then if it was the engineer in the next song that I'm doing, cut that motherfucker out. Put someone else. Put this guy that has this other song that I like, that he mixed. You know, I like how you mix this song. Come work on this other project. I like this. I'm working on this other project right now, and it's kind of similar to, like, it has the same similar concept to this other work you did. I like what you did. Come work on this stuff for me. You know, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Like with my recent song, my most recent song, Shy Galore. That song was mixed by the same guy that mixes for like Burna Boy. You know, the Naya Mali, Zlatan, all these big names in Afro fusion, you know? Bro, I did my research, you know. I went online, I looked for this guy, bro. Spirit Mix, look for him. This guy is a phenomenal engineer, sound engineer.
Yo, big up.
Big up Spirit Mix, you know. He mixes for like some of the big names in the industry. And I'd actually done a few songs with him in the past, but then I wanted a song that like kind of like talked about enjoyment, celebration, turning up, having a good time, having 24 bottles, you know? So like we put a song together, and we had a vision for the mix. We're like, yo, we want it to sound like this. Look at this other projects you've done before. Like, I like how this came together. Can you just make this sound like this, but also make it a little more vintage? You know, like you put all that stuff together in the whole creative process, and then when the final work comes out, it's like people think you did magic, but it's not. It's like it's just a lot of thinking, a lot of preparation, a lot of you know.
See, I like that because I think Ore might even be able to touch on this maybe more because he's reading this book. But from what I'm listening to what you said, it kind of sounds like you decoded your own greatness that you're still working to, but like you could decode it yourself. You're like, yo, these are the things. I looked at my body of work. What did I do that made me successful in the past? Like, what made this song successful? Okay, this. What things didn't make this song successful? Okay, this engineer, maybe the way that this beat, maybe the piano, the drum. Like, I didn't like how this drum, it doesn't sound good with my voice or something like that. You decoded yourself, and you were very blunt with yourself too. You're like, yo, okay, dog, maybe I need to get better at singing, or maybe I need to get better at rapping, or maybe I need to get better at making the beat mix together or whatever, right? So that you can be like, you can improve yourself, right? And I think that's a big thing, because I think a lot of people, even myself included sometimes, you're not always as blunt as you want to be with yourself.
Oh yeah, you tell yourself, "Oh, I'm the best." I don't want to hear shit. Don't tell me nothing.
Don't tell me.
Don't even criticize that. Like I'm the best. You don't want to hear about anything that, bro. I don't care what the best. Even Michael Jackson had mistakes. You know, the song "Beat It" was recorded probably like, you know how many times they mixed that motherfucker? A lot of times. And then the final record, the final mix that they used and they released, when they finally played it, I shit you not, this video is on YouTube. The engineer said this with his own mouth. The speakers blew up.
Really?
When they've got the final mix of that song, bro. When they finally got it and they played it for the first time, the speakers, poof.
Down.
Yeah. So it's like sometimes you got to do it a lot of times.
Yeah.
To get it to that level you need it to be at. You know? So it's like,
but you know what it is though, is I mean, as humans, like we're like, I think I was telling you what we were talking about this, which is like critics, taking critics. Like a lot of people don't like it. Guaranteed. It's just like if I come up to you and I'm like, yo, bro, your music is trash. Bro, it's like
you know the first thing I'll tell you? Show me who you listen to. And you show me who you listen to, I'll play a song out of my catalog that's better than that song. I don't give a shit.
And
but that's my point. Though. You see, like you put your mind to that stuff. And you really trained yourself to like, you know, the right stuff to do. A lot of people haven't.
True.
It's just like if someone's trying to get into fitness. If I'm trying to make you start working out, whatever. Like if I'm just coming at you, bro. Like you get tired over time. I can't remember what example you used. It was like, how do I break it? It was like, I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, it was like, what did he use? It was like one of this big drug cartel and it was like this guy's telling himself, "I'm not a bad person." I can't remember what's his name.
And he finally believed that he wasn't a bad person.
Escobar, there you go. I think it was like in his mind, it was like, "He's not a bad person. He's not a bad person." Like that's what he tells himself. But realistically,
he's a demon.
He's a demon, bro. So, and then he was using that as an example, and it was like, no one can actually go to him and tell him he's a bad person. It's not gonna hear anything because in his mind, he's already made up like, yo.
They probably wouldn't live long neither.
You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm trying to say is like, if someone's trying to improve, like, bro, it takes a lot of self-awareness, like actually, like, yo, okay, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
And then it takes extra self-awareness to be able to take critics from someone else.
Yeah. Because
if someone comes up to me and it's like, yo, your photo is trash, most people are gonna be like, yo, don't be telling me that shit, or you telling me that shit.
You know.
But then it takes a lot of like self-awareness to be like, okay, what's wrong with the picture?
What's wrong with it?
It's that balance. So then again, I mean, it's time. Just willingness to actually want to actually
patience, bro. Because the thing is, where I got that attribute from is from being a producer, like making beats. And I'll show people, and bro, I've had a lot of people tell me, yo, your shit is whack, your shit is garbage. And I will literally ask you what's garbage about it. Like, what part of it is garbage? What makes it garbage? And if you're not bullshitting, like if you're for real, you tell me, oh, you should tweak this sound, tweak this part. I'll literally go tweak it. And I'll bring it back to you and be like, yo, listen to this shit again. And many times that I brought it back, it's like, yo, it's always the sound, you know? It's like, oh, it sounds way better now. It sounds it's fantastic. But it's like, it just kind of like helps me open my ears to listening to people's feedback, you know, to understanding that, oh, like, you know, sometimes
you can't take it to heart all the time.
You don't need to take it to heart all the time. You can always learn.
I think the only thing though about that is that there's some people like if Ore's like, yo, Aquille, yo, you need to work out, or you need to do this, right? Like I will listen because like even if like because I know he's doing it, I'm like, okay, I see him doing it, I'm like, okay, bro, I'm slacking, bro, I need to think, right? And the only thing I think is like if someone is a hater, if someone just like bro, you're just hating on me for no like
I won't even give two fucks about that person.
Exactly.
I'll be like, yo, like I know you, like you ain't even got shit going on, so why even talking?
So I will dive into that too. I remember I'm very big into reading. It's the same book I was mentioning, which was like Decoding Greatness.
Yeah.
And this guy was like, be careful of the information you take in.
Yeah.
And it was like some people, like you can get information, but get information from like different people.
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna be straightforward. But if you have like certain people that you know that, okay, these are the guys that I really, like you said, they're like the people like you value, like you love their work and you love the way they create the stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like if you love Burna Boy music, if you love what's it called?
Wizkid.
Zlatan, Naira Marley.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna go to that producer.
Hell no.
Because you like their work and like, you know what, this is the guy that makes that work for them, and I have a little bit of the style close to it.
Oh yeah.
I want to make something in that same sound, I'm gonna go to that person. So it's just like, bro, I don't know, it's so much. But I love that though. I love that.
No man, you have a very strong mentality when it comes to that, because not everyone is willing to take that criticism and be like, yo, let me improve it. Some people are like, yo, man, screw this guy. He's telling me this, he's telling my thing is trash. He'll burn you. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's very easy to do that. And it's very easy to do that because, bro, no matter what you say, but you still like, even when they tell you it's trash, even if you say I'm gonna fix it, you still feel it a little bit. You're like, oh, okay. You know, there's a little bit, like a little, because that's still your work.
That's your ego. That's your work.
You know what I'm saying? That's still your work.
But you just gotta look past that ego and be like, okay, let me just actually. I tell myself, let me try and put myself in this guy's shoes and try and listen as though I'm not the person that made it. Listen like a first listener, you know. It could be, and in order to achieve that kind of like experience, you, as a first listener, even though you made the sound, you got to listen to other stuff in between your own records, like listen to other people's work, and be like, okay, now these are professionally mixed sounds that are very similar to what I create. Let me listen to my own shit now. You go listen to your own, and if it sounds off, you would know. You can feel it. Music is not magic. You feel it. You know, like it's something that. If it's vibes, you know it's vibes. If it's not vibes, you won't fuck with it.
Vibes on kill it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how it works. Like when it comes together, you know, and when there's something missing, you can tell too. So if your shit is like, if there's something missing on your stuff and someone is actually genuinely calling it out, only a real true professional would know.
No, yeah. And
be like, okay, I'm gonna fix that.
Okay, because they and see the thing too, even with you too, is like you actually are like a student of the game. It's not like you're a student of the music game. It's not like you're just like you're researching. You're actually taking into consideration like, okay, what beat this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're a student of the game. Some people are not students of the game. They're just like they're just doing it whatever. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta because when you study the game, you know that there's certain things that you can take away from different people, different artists that will suit your game. Because your game, like, but it has to suit your game. Because not every like. I can't go in, like I'm playing basketball. I can't be like, yo, I'm going to move. Even though Westbrook is my favorite player, I can't move as fast as Westbrook. I can't be like, oh, I'm going to just, like, I can't move as fast as him. That's his gift, like, to go like that 100. But his aggressiveness, I could take that because maybe I'm an aggressive person or physical person. So I can take that aggressive element to my game and apply it, right? So you have to be a student of the game. So I like that. I like that. One other question that I have for you is something that I'm constantly asking now because it's something that I struggle with as well. Yeah, is how do you deal with distractions in this aspect of your career, like or in music? Because I know, like in music, just that life, there's like,
bro, there's a lot of distractions.
There's a lot of distractions, bro.
Man.
It's not easy.
Bro, like take for example, like tonight we're gonna go out, we're gonna perform. After perform, bro, there's gonna be a lot of a lot of drinks going on, a lot of shorties, a lot of party, a lot of turn up. It's a good time, It's very easy to have like a studio set because I have most of my studio sessions at midnight. Yeah, I I'm more productive at midnight just because of how my work schedule is arranged. Because I work in the evenings from 3 to 11:30 p.m. So once I get home, I usually just hop in the studio, record till like 4 or 5 a.m.
Right,
hours. So it's like. Even it applies to when we're partying. Like after partying, me and the crew, we just go back to the studio. We record, bro.
I like that.
It's always a vibe. We bring whatever we are, like we go to, we always bring the vibe back to the studio. So it's like whatever happened that night, we take it to the studio and we talk about it. So it's like we put it on the record. Put it on record. It's a vibe. Yeah. So that's kind of like how we kind of like, because the biggest distraction right now, I'll be honest with you, bro. It's just. Partying and like just a lot of females wanting to wanting you at the same time. Yeah, it's just like you have to be focused. It's easy to fall off and just be like, oh, this is my priority. Yeah, but it takes a different level of discipline for you to know that, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta stay focused on this music. I gotta come back to the studio. Instead of doing this, I gotta do this now. I gotta record. I gotta stay in the mood and the mind frame and just make a beat and record that shit. Because that's what I planned originally. Like it's very easy. Trust me, bro. It's very easy.
I know,
it's
bro.
very easy. It's very
bro.
easy to deviate and do something else.
It's easy, but you want to know what it is? It's a secret, bro. You have to want it. Bro,
you
have to want it like you want to die, bro.
I know.
That really, that's just bro. Like you have to it takes time. You have to put it in your head, bro. Like when you're about to fall, you gotta remember everything that you've been through to get where you're at.
Oh yeah.
Just that, bro. I told you, when I came here first, my God, I was no, bro, bear no chip,
nothing.
I was focused on school.
I know. I trust you.
Me and books, 24/7.
I feel you, bro. I can relate to that.
I was like, yo, I'm paying thousands of dollars.
Thousands, bro. We have to pay times 3. I was an international student too, bro.
I pay some money. So that's why now, I'm sorry. I'm not like I have no distractions because I have a girl, so my eyes is closed in the market. But like even back then, I'm like, yo, bro, the goal first. I can have fun, but the goal first.
Oh yeah.
If I don't get my goal done, I'm doing nothing.
Nothing.
Bro, worst case. It was just like, well, I can't remember, but I would say that, bro. I can't remember who it was. But someone was like, if I don't get my goal done, even if I'm like, it's hitting me bad, bro, I just go in and jack off.
Oh, I felt like.
Bro, I should have said that. I was like, yo, look, because it was like, hey,
unfiltered.
This was not me, but this was the goal the guy said. It was like, this is bad, so bad. I was like, damn, because I saw a post. This post was like, this is men. This is the dream that they want, and then in between is like a dot. I'll show you guys.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
But distractions, man, is.
I took a screenshot of it. I see if I can find it. Bro, look at this. Man, life goals.
In between.
Yo, hold on.
I'll put it.
Oh, you can put it? Okay.
I'll put it in.
You see this, huh? Distraction.
That shit is real, bro. In between, bro. Somewhere in between. In two extremes, bro.
100%.
But honestly,
You can drop, bro.
But true, it is a distraction. But man, the reality of it is, I was saying this in the last episode, which was like, bro, the greatest power a man can have is, bro, once you can have control sexual discipline as a man.
Oh yeah, you're going places.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Because that's a big bro. If girls want to mess you up, bro, just a cushion.
It's easy.
It's easy. But then it takes like a different level of self discipline. I'm actually reading I have a book I'm going to be reading about it, like into like that developing that self discipline. Cause bro, it's the same video I sent to you when I was watching was the Aberrant Preach. I don't know if you know them. So this guy was like, bro, a lot of guys that are ability not to control the sexual desires,
It's gonna be their downfall.
That mess them up.
Oh yeah.
It can be either having kids with the wrong person. It can be
A false rape accusation.
And there's so many different situations. Like it takes a lot of you have to think about those stuff when you get to that situation. Cause bro, if you're 20 something, you're broke, you're just trying to get yourself up, and then boom, a girl calls you and like, yo, I'm pregnant.
Huh.
Your life, bro, it's switch. Having a kid. I mean,
Mash up.
sometimes that stuff might be a blessing. Cause then now you have an extra reason to grind.
Yeah, it makes you focus.
So it's like a switch.
Yeah.
But most of the time, but like that, most guys it's not that way.
Because most guys don't want to settle and
Yeah.
Be who the shorty wants them to be at that point in time. So
Yeah.
it's like
It's like going
brings
against
out
that
hate.
nature. Yeah, that nature.
So
Yeah.
the reality of it is like you just have to want that goal way more. Cause like it's not gonna change. I always say this that bro, girls always gonna be there.
That's true.
Like realistically, like, bro, they ain't going anywhere. And bro, the more you have it, the worse it gets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The more money you get, bro, the worse it gets, bro.
That's
Yeah.
true actually.
Like,
That's
so
good, yeah.
if right now you just grinding, you lack self control. Imagine what's gonna happen when you actually have that money. Because now that when you have that money, people are gonna try and get pregnant to get that baby daddy check off you.
That's crazy. I know. That's crazy, bro. Real shit.
So that's why now at this age, bro. Now I'm off. I'm kind of off. I'm not in that game anymore. But like then, bro, I was like, you know what, bro? I gotta develop that right now. Cause like now, if you can develop it right now, it's easier. Cause it's already a trained habit. Like you already have that control. It's tough. Don't get me wrong. Cause like you're going against biology.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's like nature that calling like yo. But then it's the same mindset towards like going to the gym, your money. Like, bro, think like your money. Just think like your money. If you're like, yo, if I sleep with this chick or if I do whatever with this chick, I'm losing like $200, $300.
3 bills.
Bro, you're not gonna do it.
Nah.
So that's just that switch. That's just it.
Right.
So
Self-discipline.
Oh yeah. I've been around a lot of females because I went to nursing school. So it's like,
damn, yeah,
come
that's
and think about that.
That's true.
It's
That's
like
true.
in my class we're like only like 3 or 4 niggas.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I feel bad for
And
know
the
I
rest
could do
were
nursing,
like
bro.
females, bro, like
you.
50 something
Bro,
females.
that was bad, man.
Nursing is not for me, bro.
A lot of females.
Bro,
You're strong,
You
dog.
know? And it's like they all want to talk to you at the same time.
Good guy, and especially if you're smart, bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's over. I always tell any guy, man, any guy I meet, master sexual discipline as much as you can.
Control.
Because if you master that stuff, it's bro. It prevents, if you're in a marriage, it prevents you from cheating. It prevents you from, when you have, bro. Because I've seen guys, I've heard of guys that, bro, these guys are making millions, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the biggest advice, best advice my mom gave me was, she said, if bad friends don't kill you,
Sexual.
she said, if bad friends don't kill you, if money don't kill you, if women don't kill you, you're gonna live long as fuck. Like live really long and have a good life. So you gotta stay focused on the right things and don't let a loophole for distraction.
No, I like that a lot.
That's true.
Because think about it, your enemies too. They wanna, when they're monitoring your movement and how you live and everything, they want to know what's gonna get you. They want to know if it's gonna be your friends, if it's gonna be through your friends, they're gonna get at you. If it's gonna be through your females, they're gonna get at you. Or through your money source. And the easiest out of those 3 things, bro, guess what it is? It's females, bro.
Damn.
You can talk to them. You can pay it. You can do anything.
I you know, I think I was telling you this was like, bro, the best, this is just my perspective. it's harder when you're in that situation. It's hard for you to prevent it. But before it gets, why not prevent you from being in that situation? Just like now, bro. I mean, you've noticed that most of the time when we're going out, I'm wearing hoodies. There's a reason why I wear a hoodie, especially when I start getting big, bro. I literally don't wear shirt anymore. My girl was always like, yo, why you not wearing shit? She doesn't know the reason. If you watch this, you know why now.
You go out without a shirt, like, bro, it's commotion.
When I was in, like, around April, May, June, summertime,
Yeah.
anytime I wear a shirt, bro, stares, bro.
I feel you.
Bro, I remember there was a time, bro, a guy came up to me, guy was like this, I was like, damn, bro, like, damn, so big guns. I was like, oh shit, I was like, thank you. And then I walk, I see people staring, even at the gym, bro. I'm working out, bro. Stares, bro, like, bro, they're looking at you,
bro. Bad.
Like, what did I do to prevent that? I wanted something most comfortable stuff. Like, you know what? Try some hoodie, but like a baggy stuff. Don't expose it that much, because then I'm preventing myself. Because I know that if I'm in that situation, it's gonna be hard for me not to do it. Same with Instagram, like, bro. Avoid like those explore pages, because when I see that stuff, it's hard. So it's hard. Yeah. It's better for you just like now. I mean, it's different when you like. It's different what you're doing. And for you, for example, you're doing music. It's harder because, like, bro, it's the lifestyle. You're right there, seeing that. But then I always have this mindset: don't mix business with pleasure.
Facts, bro. I have girls that, like, when I was still going to school 3-4 years ago, that would never look at me or talk to me. Now, they, oh, where are you performing at? Oh, I heard. Where are you? I'm come see you. Like, where you at? You know? And it's like there's a lot of them. And then when they finally do see you and they see you with someone, you know, that you actually have like something going on with, like, take for example, you get in a relationship and you're serious with that person, they want to mess it up, bro, because they're mad that it's like it's not them. It's like you known them all these years, but it's like it's not them. You're ending up with. It's like, yo, I'm gonna mess this guy up.
It's just like that. I don't know. The African parent said this to you. Prevention is better than cure.
Bro,
prevention is always better. That's why even, bro, like, I do photos and stuff. I work with models, bro. I go every time, but bro, as soon as I leave my house in my car and driving, I tell myself, bro, don't miss business with pleasure.
Never.
I never do that shit. Cause once you do that, bro,
it's over,
bro. Cause like
it wrecks your whole shit, bro.
I have a new book I'm reading right now. It's called Principles.
Yeah. Principles
to Live By.
Yeah.
So I'm still reading on it, but the idea is like anything you're doing, you should live by principles.
Of course.
If it's business, if it's women, you tell yourself, I'm gonna live by this principle and I'm not gonna break it, bro. Honestly, I always say this, bro. Any man out there, bro, sexual that thing, you master it. You master the ability to control the other head down there, bro. It's over. It's not, bro. There's usually nothing. The only thing that will not make you make it in life is if God says you're not gonna make it, bro. That's it. Cause dog, but if you want to grind, meant to do this work. Shit, this buddy me hit up. Yo, hey, what's up? What you doing? Let me come see you. Then you go 2-3 hours. You're doing the 4-5 hours.
It's done.
Your grind is over there.
Your energy is drained.
And now you come back tired as hell. You want to work, but then you gotta sleep.
Yeah, you gotta sleep.
So I just, man, but it's hard though. I'm not gonna lie. It is tough though. It's tough.
It's self-discipline.
Discipline.
It's the ability to
discipline.
Self-discipline is the ability to do what you're supposed to do, whether you feel like doing it or not.
Yeah. True.
Because there's a lot of times like going to the gym, like making your music, like, bro. There's so many times when you don't want to do it, but you have to. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing. Like, that's why I'm asking that question because, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I'm on the podcast, I'm gonna be real all the time, unfiltered, right? That's something that I struggle with, like, for real. Like, that's a big thing that I struggle with. So that's why I'm asking different people to see how they deal with it. Because that's the whole point of the podcast. The whole point of the podcast is to dive into the struggles and obstacles that people face, and
the grind,
right? And to see how they overcame them and what you can learn from them. Because the way you might deal with it might be different than me, or the way Ori might deal with it might be different from me. But the way that you guys might deal with it might actually help me, right? And that's the whole point of it. Like, that's why I keep asking that question, because I want to know for myself. Because, like I said, it's something that I struggle with. So what you're saying is like, yo, you got to be disciplined. You got to be focused. Like, of course. You got to. You got to be tied down.
No matter how tough or hard that motherfucker is, got to be hard, like, tied down, like, focused on like what the main goal is.
You know you can do about this padlock stuff.
You know.
Keep the keys.
Chuck them.
Lock what?
Swallow like Tom and Jerry.
Lock what? Lock what? She got a chastity belt or something like that.
Yeah, you seen those?
Clip, you know, just clip that thing.
So once you lock it in, like, you keep it somewhere that, bro, it doesn't open till.
So you forget the key. You lost the key.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have the lock at home. You can't open the lock until it's like a pre-program. It doesn't open to like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So by 2 a.m., 3 a.m. you can open it and then open it. Cause then, bro, by 3 a.m., bro, you would. It's like that Friday night.
Yeah.
You go out, you can't carry a bitch because you know that the safe to open this is locked.
It's locked.
It's locked.
Just wait till 3.
And when you get bro, you be dead. Cause bro, let's be real, bro. When you're bro, it's like a split seconds, bro. When it hooks you.
When it hooks you. Like, if you don't go that second, you lose the vibe.
You lose it.
Some people are
Built different out here.
I mean, speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself, no. I know you. No.
Like, after a while, you still be there, but bro, there's that time that, bro, when it hits you, you're not thinking straight, bro. You don't start thinking with this. You're thinking with that other one.
Yeah, 100%.
It hooks you.
Bro, I got give Aquille 2 years, bro. He gonna still be feeling the same way. The same exact way he was. When you seen that shit.
I'm trying to fight it, y'all. I'm trying to fight y'all. Trying to fight it, bro. Discipline. It is true.
Follow your word, bro.
Yo, you know what? I actually, I forget what it's called. Just before we wrap up, but there's a thing. It's like a phenomenon or whatever. It's like the advice that people always give better advice to other people than they would take than they would give themselves. So I would give you better advice than I would actually give for myself.
Oh, yeah.
Or you would give me better advice and you would actually take for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like a thing, but
another thing too, like low-key, we all kind of know the right thing to do, but we just don't want to do it. We just
don't
kind of like have that other you know how you have the angel and the demon? Mm-hmm. The demon is just telling you more stuff than the angel is. Yeah. And you're listening to him more. So it's like...
Yeah, I honestly, about this point in my life, I was to myself, bro, you just gotta, bro, you have to want it so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, shit, showing it.
Damn!
Yo, don't worry. We're going to edit out this one. I control this, baby.
Not really, though.
I do.
Bro, I still have so many footage in this, bro.
That's okay. But you don't have no footage of me without this.
Listen. Bro, there's so much I can do in editing, bro. You
listen.
Understand, bro.
Listen.
Bro, you see
Make your whole meme.
Bro, you don't understand, bro. Have you seen the videos of them doing like they're outside in space? Bro,
listen.
It's so... You know what? I'm not even going to talk. I'm silent.
My bad. My bad, bro. It's all good. Don't worry. No, we good now. Don't worry.
Oh, man.
But, man, okay. So, we have a final question that we always ask every guest.
All right.
And the question is what is your theory of the grind?
Theory of the grind. Basically, theory of the grind is whatever you do to basically keep up the mindset of the vision, you know? Like everyone could have their vision, their thing for themselves, you know? Everyone could have the thing that they're most passionate about and they want to achieve. Bro, even a crackhead, you meet a crackhead, you tell him, yo, what do you want to do today? I want to smoke crack. I'm looking for the cheapest motherfucking piece of crack out here to smoke. And that's his vision. That's his passion for that day. You know? Everybody has a goal. And it's like your grind is whatever steps you take, whatever means you follow to achieve that goal for yourself. You know? For that crackhead, it could be like staying at a certain street where like he meets a lot of dealers and stuff, or being at the right place at the right time where you can buy crack. For you, it could be different. It could be whatever steps you have to follow to achieve whatever goal you want to have yourself. So that's your grind.
I love that one. I love that one because that's I like that one. I like that a lot. It's a mindset thing because like you need the right mindset to do everything.
Oh yeah.
And like you said, bro, even the crackheads, even the like, bro, they have that mindset to get what they want, bro.
You know
how determined those guys are, bro. Nothing is stopping them.
By all means.
You gotta have that crackhead energy towards your goals,
you know.
So
can I have a little $5, yo?
Yeah, yo.
By all means,
bro.
And you don't give it to them, they have problem with you, bro.
Bro,
what do you think that is?
Dog, those guys will scale walls and
grind, bro. It's a passion.
It's a passion, bro. For real, dog. For real.
Yeah, man. Everybody has their own thing going on.
Probably say get addicted to your passion.
That's it. Your passion has to be your crack, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what's your crack? Like, literally, I took this little when I was back in what's it called? There was this little program I took, upgrading, and the instructor was this trainer that he was very spiritual, and he liked to reach out to people to talk to their spirits. Like he would talk to you like in a way where you feel it like so
deeply. Yeah.
He's like, yo, like, what's your crack? Literally, it's like, what's your crack? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what's your crack? What pushes you? Like, what drives you to want to achieve something? You know, like, what's that thing you want the most out of everything else? And you think to yourself for like it's like a deep second, and you're like, yo, that's my crack. That's what I want for myself. It doesn't need to necessarily be like a literal drug. No, it could be like a passion. It could be a goal, you know, something you want to achieve so bad more than anything else.
I love that because it's just like Eric Thomas. He says, yeah, you gotta want it more than you want to breathe. You know, when you're underwater, bro, you want to breathe. It's like, bro, you fight. Like if you're underwater, bro, and you're trying to breathe, you want it
so bad,
bro. You know, it's just like that same thing. But man, I love that. I honestly love that point. Like I actually love that. Like literally, I actually love that answer. From that though, so let the people know everything that's upcoming. This is your time.
All right.
Talk your ish. Let the people know everything that's coming up, where they can find you.
You know
what
I'm
events
saying?
are coming up. The mute,
All
like
right,
everything.
that's a movie. So I go by the name Vintage. You can follow me on Instagram at The Real Vntge, TheReal.
We're gonna drop
Vintage, VNTGE, not VIN. I don't fuck with that spelling. Different spelling out here. We're unique. Twitter, the same thing. The Real Vntge, TheReal VNTGE. Facebook, I go by The Real Vntge as well. So literally, it's the same handle on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Currently, we have our latest video trending for Shia Galore. It's out on everywhere. YouTube video. The video is out on YouTube. Go
watch that. Go
stream numbers. That. Doing crazy numbers right now. It's just been out for a week, but it's doing crazy numbers right now. Go stream that. It's also out on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Literally, you can follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, everywhere at Vintage, VNTGE. The only artist with that spelling. Every other one is fake.
Unique.
You know what I'm saying? So look out for that. And I also have my website up right now and running at The Real Vntge. TheReal VNTGE. Remember that. That name is going places. Never forget, you know.
Talk your ish, boy.
Tonight we have a show at 117 Lounge. It's going to be crazy. It's 1st October. Nigerian Independence. We're turning up. 24 bottles we pop. We're living a dream. We're living it up. Tomorrow the shows. We're killing it.
Back to back
shows. Back to back turn-ups. Back to back lives. Back to back enjoyments. Back to back vibes with my buddy. We're doing the best. Living the most. Vibes on Killy out here. Vibes, you know the vibes. Thank you very much for coming out. Love and support.
Hey.
Peace.
Y'all know what to do. Y'all heard it here from Vintage. Y'all heard it from Ore. Y'all heard it from me. Listen.
Real.
Y'all go check out the boy. Stream all that ish. Stream all of that.
Shia Galore out and popping everywhere now.
Everywhere.
Go
make sure you stream it. Make sure you go listen.
One love.
Hey, the Grind Theory. We're coming back with the next episode next week.
Yeah, probably gonna be like 2 episodes.
You know.
We'll probably make 2 episodes out of this one. So it's gonna be back to back with Gibbs. You know what I'm saying, with Vintage. And y'all know what to do. Subscribe.
I can subscribe. The Grind Theory.
The
fire podcast out here in the city.
That's what's up.
Love, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Support.
Yes, sir. Subscribe, like, comment, all of that.
That's it.
Do that.
So I can keep roasting a kill.
Yes, sir. Well, yo, y'all give me some ammo for Ore, you know? Give me some ammo for Ore. We gotta change the dynamic.
Listen, it's cold. Hard in here, bro.
Hard cold.
No, man, it was a pleasure.
Bro. Thanks for having me, man.
Pleasure,
Appreciate
man.
It, Means a lot, bro.
Yes, sir.
Respect, man.
My guy, I love it.
I got dripping.
Bro.
Dripping. It's
Wait, oh. Picture. You gotta take,
Gotta take a picture.
Yeah, you gotta take a picture.
Yo. What?
it's a wrap.
Yo, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap out here.
It's a wrap.